Welcome to Create Cook Manage. Now that you have taken the time to properly price out each recipe, you're ready to price out the selling cost. This process is much like that of costing recipes. You want to make sure that you include everything that is included or makes up the meal. Remember, the cost of your recipe only includes what was included in that recipe. It does not account for any other products that may be served or included with the dish or as part of the meal. Depending on the style of service the operation uses, additions to a meal may include bread and butter, starch and vegetable, or salad. Whether the establishment offers linen napkins and tablecloths, or uses paper products to package food for takeout, everything that you add or include as part of the meal needs to be included in the selling price and must be marked up accordingly. It is important to consider that your selling price doesn't only cover the cost of your food. The profit made from your sales needs to cover the operation's overhead cost. This might include rent or lease for the operation, labor cost, utilities, cleaning supplies, insurance, licenses, and advertising, just to name a few of the expenses associated with operating a business. Let's take a look at how improperly pricing your menu can negatively affect your profit. You accurately cost out your recipe, but when you price the dish for the menu, you didn't include the cost of the starch and the vegetable. The recipe cost to prepare is $4.33, but the cost of the starch and vegetables was an additional 65 cents, making the actual total cost $4.98. With a target food cost of 28%, your cost factor for calculating your menu price is 3.57. Using the $4.33 cost for the meal, you price the meal on your menu at $15.45. The actual cost when you add in the starch and vegetable is $4.98. Using this amount to calculate a selling cost, you get a price of $17.80. This is a difference of $2.35 for each of those dishes sold. If you sold 50 of these dishes a night, this would be a loss of $117.50. In 1 week, you would lose $822.50. You can see from this one example of how incorrect pricing can cost you money. Now think about how much money you could lose if you had several items priced incorrectly on your menu. Let's take a look at the menu costing form. Like the recipe costing form, we'll start by typing in the name. Since we have already priced out the recipes for our pizza dough and our pizza sauce, we know what a portion cost is, and it will make the menu pricing process much easier. On the first line in the ingredient column, we'll add a portion of dough that is needed for a 16-inch pizza. Using the tab key, we will enter the price for this portion. From pricing out the pizza dough recipe, we know that an 18-ounce portion of dough is needed for a 16-inch pizza, and it cost us 26 cents per portion. Under the unit column, we'll select each, since the price we are using is for one portion. For portion, we'll input 1. Again, since it is one portion, we will select each under the unit column. We'll repeat these steps until we've included every recipe cost, ingredient, or product that is served as part of the meal. Since we'll be selling our pizzas as carryout, we'll need to include the cost of the pizza box that we'll be serving the pizza in. Under the product column, type in the name of the product. Next, enter if it's for a single unit, or for a case. If it's a single unit, select each. If it's a case, select case as the unit. Under the pack column, if you are using each, you will enter 1. If you selected case, enter the number of pieces in the case. Enter the price for the unit you've selected, and then enter the unit amount, or portion. The form will calculate the cost for each unit or portion. Make sure that you include all the packaging and paper cost associated with selling the pizza. If you include paper napkins, you'll want to include those as part of your cost. Once you've entered all the information, you'll see a total cost for food, and a total cost for paper and packaging. Additionally, you'll see a subtotal cost to make and sell that product. One additional cost that's included is for what is referred to as incidentals. This is where you can add a percentage to help cover the cost of any unforeseen items that you may have used in the production of the item, but not included as a cost. The incidental cost would include products that are used throughout the operation on a daily basis, that may not be part of an actual recipe. Incidentals would also include other products such as condiments that you offer your guest. The incidental percentage that is added is a percentage of the subtotal cost, and added to give you the total cost to make and sell that product. Once you have a total cost for the menu item, you'll see a number of suggested selling prices, based on suggested target food cost percentages. You may select one of these suggested selling prices, or you can enter your own range of food cost percentages. If you have a specific food cost percentage that you're aiming for, you can enter that in the desired food cost cell. At the top of the form, under the menu item name, you can enter your current selling price of the product, to see what you are running as a food cost, based on the information entered. This will be particularly helpful as you update the ingredient cost or portion sizes of the menu item. Calculating menu prices is not difficult, but as mentioned earlier, it can be time-consuming. By using the recipe costing and the menu costing forms, it will certainly make the process a little easier. As recommended, once you've completed the costing for a recipe and the menu selling price, save a copy of the file on your computer. This will allow you to easily update ingredient prices, to make sure you're still within your targeted food cost percentage. If your ingredients and product prices increase, and you don't increase your menu prices, you can be leaving a great deal of profit on the table. Thanks for watching.